my mom told me she had cancer and she was going to the hospital. I thought that it was a big sickness because normally whenever you go to the hospital, it's big. I started to worry about that, but once I got used to it, I didn't worry anymore.
I was really kind of worried at first because I wasn't sure how bad the case was.
When she didn't go through the surgery, she could answer all the questions at once when my dad, me, and my brother were asking her. But when she had the surgery, she could only ask one question. She could only be asked one question.
She was delayed because since she was tired, she had trouble thinking straight, and due to that, she had trouble remembering and answering questions. When my mom first got cancer, I knew it was going to be kind of a struggle to go through this entire process for my mom. But now that I look back, it was actually kind of a lesson in life because it taught me that life isn't perfect and that things can even happen to you or your own family, and you just have to deal with what happens. If I were to give advice to the kids whose relatives or friends have been diagnosed with cancer, my piece of advice would be to just deal with what happens and just hope that everything gets better, because it's not your fault, and it's not theirs either that they got cancer. No one could have told it was coming, and now that it has come, it's not like you can do anything about it anymore. It's here, and you're just gonna have to stick with it and try to make everything, resolve itself. So my advice is just to hope for everything to get better.
We were in the waiting room while Jennifer was having the biopsy, or they were taking out the tumor. And based on her age, just turning 30, we really thought it was going to be a cyst, and it was not going to be cancer. So I really wasn't expecting the answer that we got from the doctor when she came into the waiting room and she told us that it does look like cancer, and that she was 99% sure that it was cancer. And that came as a real shock to me. I was definitely not prepared to deal with that. And I think the first thing that I thought about was how different our lives were going to be. And I really didn't have any idea about what it was going to take to get her well. And I think it also entered my mind that she might might not make it. Well, with telling people,
I think I made you tell everybody.
I always found it difficult to tell anybody because you'd get their reaction, and you'd be fighting back the tears, trying to tell.
As a support person, probably the most important thing you can do to help your wife is just be there. Probably most of the time you won't say anything right, you won't know the right thing to say, you probably won't know what to say, but just be there and hug them, love them.
And one thing too about having a diagnosis, before your diagnosis you may be sitting there watching TV and drinking a glass of water and it spills. Before, you'd get a towel and go clean it up. Something that minor, you may just totally fall apart, and it would be something totally major to you.